कि हमारी चोरी किया हुआ पैसा वापस आना चाहिए कि नहीं आना चाहिए? काला धन वापस आ जाए, जहां चाहो वहां रेलवे कर सकते हो। एक एक पाई हिंदुस्तान की वापस लाई जाएगी और हिंदुस्तान के गरीबों के लिए काम लाई जाएगी।
Black money, invisible to the government, visible during elections. It is called black money, but it lives a very colorful life. Black money travels internationally without needing a passport. Black money is like a ghost. Everyone believes it exists, but nobody can tell you exactly where it lives. Every election promises a war on black money, while the same black money often funds that election. During India's 2014 election campaign, Narendra Modi made a statement that would follow him for years. He said that if all the Indian black money allegedly hidden abroad were recovered, every poor Indian could receive approximately 15-20 lakh.
ये जो चोर लुटेरों के पैसे विदेशी बैंकों में जमा है ना, उतने भी हम रुपये ले आए ना, तो भी हिंदुस्तान के एक एक गरीब आदमी को मुफ्त में 15-20 lakh रुपए यूं ही मिल जाएगा.
It created a powerful image. Somewhere outside India was apparently a mountain of secret wealth large enough to transform every Indian family. But how much black money actually exists abroad and inside India? Can anyone accurately calculate it? Let us begin with the world. Nobody knows the exact amount of global black money because it is deliberately kept outside official records. One recent estimate said approximately 13.25 trillion was held in offshore financial centers in 2023, of which around 3.55 trillion may have been concealed from tax authorities. However, offshore wealth is not automatically black money. People and companies can legally keep money abroad after declaring it and paying the required taxes. The 3.55 trillion figure is therefore only an estimate of possibly hidden offshore wealth. It excludes undeclared cash, illegal earnings, gold, property, and secret business income hidden within individual countries. The true global black money economy could be much larger. But anyone offering one exact figure is pretending to know something that cannot be measured accurately. It is not missing money. It is carefully hidden money. Black money does not vanish. It simply becomes property, gold, or political influence. Now let us come specifically to India. The government of India's white paper on black money admitted that there was no reliable estimate or universally accepted method for calculating it. 3 government commissioned studies later produced widely different findings. One suggested that unaccounted wealth held by Indians outside the country up to 2010 could have been as high as $490 billion, approximately 34 lakh crore at the exchange rate around the time the findings became public. But this was an upper historical estimate, not the amount currently lying in foreign banks. Some of that money may have returned, changed ownership, been declared, spent or converted into other assets. Therefore, any current figure of Indian black money is an estimate, not a verified balance. Coming back to Modi's statement, it was widely remembered as a promise to deposit 15 lakh into every Indian's bank account. In 2015, BJP President Amit Shah clarified that it was an electoral idiom, a political jumla used to communicate the possible scale of foreign black wealth, not a literal bank transfer scheme.
देखिए, ये जुमला है. किसी के अकाउंट में 15 लाख रुपया कभी नहीं जाता, वो उनको भी मालूम है और आपको भी मालूम है, देश की जनता को भी मालूम है. ये जो काले धन वापिस लाकर गरीबों को फायदा पहुंचाने की बात, उनकी योजनाएं बनती, उनके फायदे के लिए काम होता है. इस माध्यम से पैसा जाता है, किसी को कैश कभी नहीं दिया जाता, वो सबको मालूम है. ये भाषण देने का एक तरीका है, एक जुमला है.
Whether people consider it an illustration, exaggeration, or broken promise, it demonstrates that black money in India is both an economic and political subject. But what exactly is black money? In simple words, it is income or wealth hidden from the government because tax has not been paid on it or because it was earned illegally. Suppose a doctor illegally earns 10 lakh but records only 6 lakh and accepts the remaining 4 lakh in undeclared cash. The profession and service are legal, but the hidden 4 lakh becomes black income. Money earned through bribery, drug trafficking, fraud, extortion, illegal gambling, or illegal mining is black from the beginning because the activity itself is unlawful. Black money can therefore come from 2 sources: legal businesses hiding income and illegal activities generating criminal income. This is why someone generating black money does not always look like a criminal. A business may hide cash sales, a company may create fake expenses, a contractor may inflate material cost, or an official may receive a bribe through an intermediary. The paperwork can look clean while the real transaction remains hidden. Consider an Indian property sold for 1 crore. Its official documents may show a value of only 70 lakh, while the remaining 30 lakh is paid in cash. The seller hides income, the buyer uses undeclared money, and the government loses tax revenue. That hidden 30 lakh enters the black economy. Which businesses generate or absorb the most black money? There is no reliable global ranking, but India's white paper identified land and real estate, bullion and jewelry, financial markets, public procurement, non-profit organizations, and cash-intensive businesses as vulnerable sectors. Other studies have highlighted construction, mining, tobacco products, private education, and film financing. Real estate is attractive because enormous wealth can be stored in one property and ownership can be hidden behind relatives, benami owners, or shell companies. Construction involves multiple contractors, laborers, and suppliers, making false invoices and cash payments easier. Gold is valuable, portable, and accepted almost everywhere. Globally, luxury property, casinos, expensive artwork, shell companies, cryptocurrency, and international trade can also be misused to disguise suspicious wealth. This does not mean that everyone working in these sectors is dishonest. It means there are high-value transactions, subjective pricing, complicated ownership structures, or dependence on cash can be exploited.
कि चीन की कंपनियों के तार हवाला से जुड़ने को लेकर भारत में चीन के दूतावास का बयान आया है.
Raising alarms over crypto Hawala. Security forces in Jammu and Kashmir are on high alert.
Lashkar-e-Taiba, terror finance and Hawala network has been clearly busted.
And then there is Hawala. Suppose someone in Delhi wants to send 50 lakh to a person in Dubai. Without using a bank, he gives the money to a Delhi Hawala operator and receives a secret code. The Delhi operator contacts another operator in Dubai who pays the equivalent amount to the recipient after verifying that code. The original 50 lakh never travels from Delhi to Dubai. The operators settle their accounts later by adjusting payments, moving it in opposite directions, exchanging gold, manipulating import-export invoices, or using other business transactions. Hawala transfers the value of money without necessarily transferring the original cash across the border. Hawala existed before modern banks and can provide genuine remittance services in places with limited banking access, but unlicensed network can hide the sender, recipient, and sources of funds, making them attractive for tax evasion, corruption, smuggling, money laundering, and terrorist financing.
Crypto Hawala network funneling untraceable foreign funds into Jammu and Kashmir allegedly to finance terror and separatist activities.
Black money also keeps changing form. A bribe may begin as cash, become gold, travel through Hawala, enter a shell company, and eventually purchase a legal property. Making illegal wealth appear legitimate is called money laundering. Money laundering generally has 3 stages. First is placement, when illegal cash enters a financial or commercial system. Second is layering, when it moves through multiple accounts, fake invoices, companies, or countries to confuse investigators. Third is integration, when it returns as apparently legitimate business profit, a company loan, property income, or foreign investment. The goal is not merely to hide the money, but to manufacture a believable explanation for its origin. Occasionally, India's invisible economy becomes spectacularly visible.
Piyush Jain has been arrested on charges of tax evasion. Jain has been booked under Section 69 of the Central Goods and Services Tax Act.
In December 2021, officials searching properties connected to Kanpur perfume businessman Piyush Jain reportedly recovered approximately 196 crore in cash and 23 kilograms of gold. Jain was arrested, later received bail and has faced continuing legal proceedings. Public officials have also faced investigation. One of India's most controversial cases involved Justice Yashwant Verma.
News just coming in, Justice Yashwant Verma, he was earlier transferred, if you remember, from the Delhi High Court back to Allahabad following a controversy over alleged cash discovery at his residence.
After a fire at his official Delhi residence in March 2025, bundles of burnt and partially burnt currency were reportedly discovered in a storeroom. A judicial inquiry said he had failed to offer a satisfactory explanation for the presence, source or ownership of the currency. Justice Verma denied knowing about the money or that his family had placed it there. The exact amount was never reliably established, and the remaining currency reportedly disappeared before being formally secured. The discovery was supported by an inquiry, but ownership and criminal responsibility should not be assumed without a legal final determination.
To break the grip of corruption and black money, we have decided that the 500 rupee and 1000 rupee currency notes presently in use will no longer be legal tender from midnight to night.
India's biggest attack on undeclared cash came on 8th November 2016, when the government demonetized the existing 500 and 1000 rupees notes. The logic was simple: people holding black cash would either lose it or oppose themselves while depositing it. However, the Reserve Bank of India later reported that approximately 99.3% of the demonetized currency, 15.31 lakh crore out of 15.41 lakh crore, returned to the banking system. This did not prove that every deposited rupee was clean. The deposits created records for tax authorities to investigate, but it revealed that black money wealth is not simply cash hidden inside cupboards. Sophisticated black wealth is converted into property, gold, Benami assets, shell companies, shares, overseas investments, and legitimate businesses. Cash is only one temporary form. Remove one type of currency and the hidden economy searches for another container. Governments can reduce black money through digital payments, accurate property valuations, records revealing the true owners of companies, international information sharing, and faster punishment. But technology alone cannot solve the problem. If investigations can be influenced and cases continue for decades, the black economy will adopt. Black money may begin as currency inside a suitcase, but it rarely remains there. It can become gold, cross borders through Hawalas, enter a shell company, and return as a luxury apartment or profitable business. That is its real secret. If the laundering process succeeds, the money does not continue looking black. It returns to society dressed completely in white.